At the time NCCI was founded, there was a major issue in the country. There was a widespread feeling that higher education had a number of problems. That not so much problems with the academics part of the institution, but more with the way the organizations functioned. They were very bureaucratic. They weren't so service-oriented. They weren't very welcoming to faculty, staff, or students. There were processes that didn't work well. You had to kind of know the right people to get things done. And leadership was also an issue. There was sort of the philosophy that if you were a smart person and you brought a bunch of smart people together, everything would work out well. And it wasn't really required that anybody have any special leadership training. So the thing that was interesting was that this began to be recognized by a number of leaders at key institutions, at Berkeley, at Rutgers, at Madison University, Wisconsin, Penn State, Missouri, Cornell. Leaders at these institutions were aware of this problem, and they started looking for what might be done. And they saw models at institutions outside higher ed, in healthcare and in government and in business, and they saw the opportunity for us to begin to try to learn from the approaches that were being taken in other sectors. But the thing that was interesting at that point in time, there was really no way to bring together people from these institutions who might work on these problems. So what was done was to name each of these institutions and a number of others, named individuals to head up initiatives. But again, as I say, there were no networks. And so what began to happen is that the people from these institutions sought one another out and formed this group. And this group was NCCI. And from the beginning, it was a wonderful place for people to exchange insights, learn effective practices from one another, and begin to sort of share ideas about what could work and what were better ways to improve things. And so it would be nice if we could say today that all the problems that we began to try to address then had all been solved, but of course that's not the case. And it wouldn't even be consistent with the philosophy or the practice of continuous improvement to assert that we were done. We're nowhere near done. But I have every confidence that the people who are in NCCI now, like those that were in the very early days, will be the ones to provide the kind of leadership we need to improve and advance higher education.